everyone. It's the James and Greg Show and a fish sandwich.
I love fish.
So we're going to talk to you about Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
In concert.
And the only reason we have fish is because the fish symbol is a Christian symbol.
Stick around. We're back, and we're here with a review of
Jesus Christ Superstar.
In concert.
Oh, yes, in concert.
Yeah, so we were talking about NBC's show last night.
Yes, the ratings are in.
Yes, it is the 4th highest rated live musical since NBC started it back in the day.
What is that? 9.4 million of us watched.
Right. Well, so the highest one, in case you're wondering, highest one was still Sound of Music.
Wait, that's the highest rated one?
Yeah, because it was the first one.
That was one of the craptastic ones.
Right.
Peter Pan was our other craptastic one.
We'll get the top three. You have
top craptastics?
No, the top 3 rated ones.
Oh, I would say Hairspray.
Sound of Music.
Grease.
Followed by Grease.
Wait, Sound of Music, Grease, Hairspray?
No, The Wiz.
I love Cheese Whiz, by the way.
and then this was the 4th highest rated one.
Okay, but this wasn't like really a musical.
Well, no, it was staged like a musical, single stage, one set, people moving choreography. So it was more like a traditional musical arena rock concert.
Yes, I liked it because it was different that way.
Right.
I thought, wow, it gave it like a Vegas edge.
Right.
The costuming was really cool.
I think the people in the audience had a better time than the people at home, though. Because of that energy and the music and everything must have been fantastic in that hangar that they were using.
Yep.
Whereas
is that what that was?
Yeah,
an air hangar?
It's a remodeled kind of hangar, yes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sitting there going, man, I think the people are having a better time than I am. But my main thing is I'm not a big fan of rock operas where there's no dialogue to push the narrative.
Right. I'm in one of those right now, by the way.
Right, and we're going to connect it to what we just saw. So, but I enjoyed it. I don't know if I need to sit and watch it again. Like for Grease Live, I was like, man, I could watch that again.
Oh,
This one I'm like,
and the kids could watch it again.
Meh.
It had a story. I mean, this had a story, but I got confused on the story.
Well, I had to get online, pull up the wiki page for the musical, so I could just follow the plot points.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah, this story is from like 1970. when Andrew Lloyd Webber, Tim Rice wrote it. And it was an album. I don't even think it was a show first.
Nope, it was a single first.
Just the Jesus Christ song?
Then an album.
Everybody loves that song, by the way.
Oh, yeah. It was good. And the predecessor to it, their dry run on doing this was
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which I was in. Yes, I'm in.
Right. So that was kind of the dry run of tackling this biblical stories. And then they came up with this, and it kind of evolved into a stage play.
Yeah.
Not necessarily even sanctioned by them at first. Some churches and stuff started putting it together. And then it evolved into a play, and then they did the 1973
It's very rocky
musical.
for church. I kind of like that.
So, so things we liked about it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the better ones. I enjoyed it more than A Christmas Story Live.
Yeah.
And
the things I liked about it. Well, I thought the acting for most people was a 10. There was some good acting in there. 10 out of 10.
I would say I would differentiate between performing and acting. I think some of the acting was okay.
Who didn't you like acting?
I think John Legend was a great performer for his songs, but when it came to acting and reacting to some of the songs, it was a little.
I don't know. He has such a baby face that I was like so happy to see little Jesus with a baby face.
Oh my goodness!
Look at baby Jesus. That's what I wanted to go. Baby Jesus.
I mean, even though the musical is called Jesus Christ, so you think, hey, he's the star. Really, the star is Judas.
Judas. When he started the whole thing and how he got me in, I think he was in Hamilton.
Yes, he was Aaron Burr in Hamilton.
Okay.
And
which I thought was okay.
And it's really told from his point of view as to why he kind of ratted on Jesus and how he felt guilty about it and why he did it.
I understood that. I liked that part, actually.
So it's really from his point of view, and I thought he really carried it.
All the politics of it.
And he had that voice and that stage presence. And that's why I feel like when it came to John Legend and a couple other people, he set the example. And they were like, they're okay, but they're good singers.
Yeah, they were good. Sarah Bareilles, good singer.
Oh my gosh.
She sang so pretty.
I was mentioning earlier.
Is that a good off?
Yeah. So like,
Okay.
like her featured song of I don't know how to love him. That melody sticks in my head whenever I hear that song.
Oh, that melody is solid for life.
And the way it was
That's a great song.
And the way it was directed and featured her,
Yes,
her
and how she
emotion.
touched him. I loved it. I
was
loved
so
it, loved
good.
it, loved it.
That was definitely a highlight for me. And then, of course, the ending for Jesus Christ Superstar, when he's on the crucifix, when he's passing away, he's giving in to God and his fate. And the way they staged and directed it.
How was that acting to you?
It was better because he was just he was
Dying?
singing it and dying it, and they
That's
bloodied
hard.
it up. And the thorn.
Did you see tears or
on the
no?
thrones. On him, I don't think on him.
I would love to have seen tears on him.
But the way they staged it with the crucifix rising up into the air,
Yes.
and the backdrop opening into a large backlit cross.
Okay.
And him floating in the middle of it while they're singing it, and then pushing back. And man,
the bright light.
that rig they had him on, because it was a very slow rise, and then when they lined it up with the cross that opened the background, and then it took off. It was almost like that roller coaster at Disneyland, because like, boom, and he was gone.
Like, how is he strapped?
Well, you can see the cabling he was on, and he was attached to that, and that was on.
Yeah, but I mean,
but the rig that
like,
flew
how do you
back into
fake
the
the
light.
nails?
They didn't. They tied him off.
There was no
they
marks.
didn't. No.
And were the blood marks there?
Yeah, there was blood.
Did you see
all
the
up
blood
here.
mark?
I didn't see it, but they were close up on here.
Okay.
But man, when he flew back and then became the light came filling back to the cross and then closed it back up.
Amazing.
It was amazing staging, the directing.
Amazing staging.
The producers are the ones that have been doing the NBC musicals, but the director, they got a theater director.
Thank
and
you.
The director,
Thank you, NBC.
And the director of Grease Live.
Yes. That director of Grease Live did a phenomenal job too.
Right.
So here's the thing. The sound mixing, wasn't that a weird thing? Because now they need someone in television that knows sound mixing, because when the music goes up, you need to turn the actors, the voices up.
And pull the crowd down.
And pull the crowd down, and pull the, backup singers down.
And it's so frustrating.
It's mixing.
And these type of musicals, like in the rock operas, where the lyrics are telling the story, if you can't hear the lyrics,
then you're
you
lost.
don't know what the heck
That's
is
why I got
going
lost a
on.
little, I think.
Especially in the beginning when the crowd was up and pumped, and you're like,
they were enunciating. They were.
Right.
There was a scene stealer, or like a focus stealer, I call him. It was the guy with the mohawk with the blonde hair. Like, he got a little tattoo. He looked like a lost boy, that has grown up. Maybe he was part vampire, I don't know. But he kind of had this thing where he had to steal focus.
Yeah.
And that bugged me. But
well, his credentials, basically. His credits
I don't know what they are.
He won the Swedish American Idol.
Oh, that explains so much right there. Swedish. I love Swedish people, and but when they come to America, I don't think they know they're stealing focus when they do things like that.
Right.
But you know what I mean? They're overdoing it.
His featured song was
it.
great, though. But
yeah, he sounded great. God, he could sing.
Yeah.
But the stomping and the kicking of the candles, and I'm like, yeah, we see you. Stop stealing focus.
Now, the guy that was, I'm going to say this completely wrong, so forgive me, that Caiaphas?
Caiaphas? Sounds right.
He had such a deep voice.
Oh, I love
When his
deep
first
voices
note,
like
I
that.
could feel my subwoofer go, but it was like a foghorn.
How low can you go, Greg? How low can you go? Go. I think I'm lower than you.
But him
Old
and
Man River. Okay.
But he had such a deep theater voice.
Yes, it was lovely.
And I think he has a deep theater background, like Les Miserables and a bunch of other ones. That was fine.
But
okay, so
what?
We enjoyed that, but the costuming kind of turned me off.
The costuming was the Lost Boys, like I was telling you.
Well,
Didn't it look like the '80s Lost Boys?
Except for John Legend. Yes,
I kind of liked it.
Or Mad Max. Except for
I know John Legend had on these cool tennies.
Cool tennies, kind of casual, and a house coat.
I'm glad it was white though.
I felt like it was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But,
okay.
But his costume was great. The priest looked like techno mages from Babylon 5. Look it up.
He'll show a picture here.
Yeah. And I mean, they were interesting, but it was so counter to
what Well,
just
to
everyone
Sarah
else.
Bareilles especially,
And she
because
was
she had
like a-
Jesus sandals on and
and
flowy
kind of
dress.
sundress type of thing.
Well, not even the sundress. It was like a robe from like Egypt
Yeah.
or whatever.
But speaking of King Herod, Alice Cooper costume, he was it was exactly what you want from Alice Cooper singing in a musical.
Yeah.
And his presence and him doing his song, and then he went out to the audience, was doing high fives. That's Alice Cooper, not the king, right? He was
Right.
like,
I'm
"Hey,
Alice.
Hey.
Was he the one who bit off the head of a something?
No, that was Ozzy.
Okay.
Oh, Alice Cooper did other stuff though.
Okay. Gross stuff.
Yeah. And then Pontius Pilate was good. He had a gravitas to him. I thought he was just kind of a
Yes, I see
presence
what
and
you mean
singing
there.
it.
Yes, yes, yes.
And his costume, but
You didn't
so-
like the costumes, you're telling
no,
me.
and lots of scarves, lots of scarves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
A
they
lot of
went,
scarves. They
went
went to-
downtown LA and got a discount on scarves.
Maybe, yeah. I kind of liked the costuming only because it kind of updated the whole show, but I didn't love it. I know the motorcycle jackets were cool. You know, it just made it. You know, they came on stage and they said, "We're gonna be cool with this production," and that's what they did. I got it.
It was
I felt
fine.
it. They went cool.
fine. But the choreography at
punk
times
rock
felt like I was watching a Pat Benatar music video from the
Love
80s.
is a battlefield.
Lots of shoulders, lots of death.
Oh yeah, the choreography. I kept going. So are they gonna dance?
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of
But
80s metal
but a lot of
rock.
yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it, but I was like hoping for like it to blossom
Yeah.
into like more choreography.
But it sounds like we're really down.
But those people were singers.
Yeah.
Singer, lots of head banging.
It was
Oh my gosh,
enjoyable, but I
singers.
don't need to see it again. So that's my take on it.
I liked it. I'd see it that one time. Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Yeah.
Anything else? Let's see what fans wrote in.
I thought the production was nice. The way it looked was okay. Although when it opened and they opened on the stage, I thought it was like, are they just reusing a Rent stage? Because it had that look of.
Oh, it did look like Rent.
Didn't it?
With the scaffolding and like out the windows, but they never went up.
Well, they
Really.
went up when Judas hung himself. He climbed up and went, but
That was it?
and
They
he disappeared
didn't
off
use
stage.
all the up as much as you could have.
Well, people would go stand there and glower, but they wouldn't perform up there.
Right.
Oh, and the guy that looked like the Edge from U2, the guitarist.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it. No, he's not that young anymore.
No.
It threw me off a few
But
times.
I'm glad there's a young Edge out there.
So it was a cast of 44 people with, with a band and orchestra of 32. Made it seem big, powerful, just not as accessible as some other ones, I would think.
No.
So
No, not as. And lots of commercials. Did you notice that?
that's what TiVo's for, man.
Holy moly.
Oh, well, here comes our food.
Thank you. April Fools.
Stick around. That'd be me.
Oh, he's
yeah.
getting the cheeseburger. I'm getting the fish on a bun. Fish on a bun, fish on a bun. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to eat. This has been the James and Greg Show and Lunch Bites all in one.
We'll see you around. Thanks.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the James and Greg Show. Hope you enjoyed this episode. You know what we need you to do now?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
And then share this, like it, and comment on each video.
Yeah, you'll see lots of special guests.
Yeah, and watch our episodes. We do recaps of your favorite shows. We have little adventures, and we have special guests.
And sometimes we're funny.
Subscribe.